Stop talking about your life. Just stop. This moment right now is your chance to break free from the endless cycle of recounting your story. You've been telling it for years, maybe decades, the same old problems, the same old complaints, the same old excuses. But where has it gotten you? I'm here to tell you it's time for a change, a radical change. Not just in what you do, but in who you are at your very core. Because every time you retell your life story, you're reinforcing those old patterns, those old neural pathways in your brain. You're keeping yourself stuck in the past. Think about it. How much of your day do you spend thinking about what happened yesterday, last week, last year, reliving old hurts, old disappointments, old failures? And how much time do you spend worrying about the future, imagining all the things that could go wrong? If you're like most people, the answer is a lot, too much, way too much. And all that time spent dwelling on the past or fretting about the future is robbing you of the only moment that truly matters. Right now, this moment, the present. Because here's the truth, your past does not equal your future. Let me say that again. Your past does not equal your future unless you let it, unless you keep dragging it into your present moment by constantly retelling your story. So I'm challenging you right here, right now, to stop. Just stop. Stop telling the story of your life as it has been. Stop defining yourself by your past experiences, your past failures, your past limitations. Because every time you do, you're creating your future to be just like your past. Instead, I want you to start telling a new story, a story of who you want to be, of what you want to achieve, of how you want to feel. And I want you to tell it with such conviction, such belief that your body starts to believe it's already true. Because here's the amazing thing about your brain and your body. They can't tell the difference between a real experience and one that you vividly imagine. When you fantasize about biting into a juicy lemon, your mouth starts to water. When you picture yourself in a stressful situation, your heart rate increases and your palms get sweaty. Your body reacts as if it's really happening. So when you start telling a new story about yourself, not as you have been, but as you want to be, and you tell it with emotion, with feeling, your body starts to change. New neural pathways form in your brain. New genes get switched on. New proteins get created in your cells. You literally start to become a new person, not metaphorically, not figuratively, but biologically, physically. You change who you are at the level of your cells, your atoms, your quantum field. This isn't new age mumbo jumbo. This is cutting edge science. We now know that our genes are not our destiny, that our brains are not fixed, but plastic, constantly changing, constantly rewiring themselves based on our thoughts and experiences. We know that our bodies are not separate from our minds, but intimately connected, that our emotions affect our physical health and vice versa. So when you keep telling the same old story about your life, you're not just boring the people around you. You're literally keeping yourself stuck in the same old patterns, the same old behaviors, the same old you. But when you start telling a new story, when you start envisioning a new future, a new you, you set in motion a cascade of changes that ripple through your entire being. Your brain starts to rewire itself. Your body starts to heal itself. Your energy field starts to shift. And here's the really exciting part. As you change, the world around you starts to change too. Because you're no longer the same person, sending out the same old signals, attracting the same old experiences. You're a new person vibrating at a new frequency, drawing new opportunities and experiences to you. This is how people make seemingly miraculous transformations in their lives. It's not luck, it's not magic. It's the power of changing their inner state, their thoughts, their emotions, their beliefs, and holding that new state long enough for their outer reality to catch up. But it takes work. It takes dedication. It takes practice. Because let's face it, you've been telling your old story for a long time. Those neural pathways are well worn. Those habits are deeply ingrained. It's going to take effort to break out of those old patterns and create new ones. That's why I want you to start practicing right now. In this moment, close your eyes if you can, take a deep breath, and start to imagine the person you want to be. Not who you think you should be or who others expect you to be, but who you truly, deeply want to be. See yourself in vivid detail. How do you look? How do you move? How do you speak? How do you feel? What kind of energy do you radiate? What kind of impact do you have on the people around you? Now, as you're holding this image of your future self in your mind, start to feel the emotions associated with being that person. Feel the confidence, the joy, the sense of purpose and fulfillment. Feel it in every cell of your body. And as you're feeling these emotions, start to ask yourself, What thoughts would this future version of me be thinking? What beliefs would they hold? What story would they be telling about their life? Now open your eyes, take another deep breath, and make a commitment to yourself right here, right now, that from this moment forward, you're going to start telling that new story. You're going to start thinking those new thoughts. You're going to start feeling those new emotions. Not just when you're meditating or visualizing, but throughout your day. When you wake up in the morning, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're driving to work, when you're interacting with others, instead of falling back into your old patterns, your old story, I want you to consciously choose to embody your future self, to think their thoughts, feel their emotions, tell their story. Yes, it's going to feel strange at first. Yes, there will be times when you forget and slip back into your old patterns. That's okay. Just gently remind yourself and shift back into your new state of being. Because here's the thing, every time you do this, every time you choose your future self over your past self, you're strengthening those new neural pathways. You're reinforcing those new patterns. You're making it easier and easier to be that new version of yourself. And as you do this consistently, day after day, week after week, something amazing starts to happen. Your outer reality begins to shift to match your inner state. Opportunities start to appear that align with your new self. People start to treat you differently, responding to your new energy. Situations that used to trigger your old patterns no longer have the same effect. You start to notice synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem to guide you towards your goals. You find yourself in the right place at the right time. You meet just the right person who can help you on your journey. This isn't magic or mysticism. It's simply the result of you changing your focus, changing your energy, changing who you are being in each moment. When you change, your perception changes. And when your perception changes, your reality changes. But remember, this isn't about forcing change through sheer willpower. It's not about struggling and striving and beating yourself up when you fall short. That's the old way, and it doesn't work. It just creates more stress, more internal conflict, more of the very things you're trying to move away from. Instead, this is about aligning yourself with who you truly want to be. It's about tapping into the infinite potential that exists within you. It's about allowing yourself to evolve, to grow, to become more of who you really are. Because here's a profound truth that many people never realize. You are not your past. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your body. You are the awareness that experiences all of these things. You are consciousness itself, expressing itself through this unique form that is you. And as consciousness, you have the power to shape your reality through your attention, your intention, and your state of being. You have the power to transcend your past, your limitations, your old patterns. You have the power to create a new future, a new you, a new life. But you can't do it by staying stuck in your old story. You can't do it by constantly reliving your past or worrying about your future. You can only do it by being fully present in this moment and consciously choosing who you want to be. So I challenge you from this moment forward to stop telling the story of your life as it has been. Stop defining yourself by your past. Stop limiting yourself based on what you think is possible. Instead, start telling the story of your life as you want it to be. Start defining yourself by your highest vision of who you can become. Start expanding your sense of what's possible. And most importantly, start being that person now, not someday in the future when everything is perfect, but right now in this moment. Because this moment is all you ever have. This moment is where your power lies. This moment is where transformation happens. So who are you going to be in this moment? What story are you going to tell? What reality are you going to create? Nation, the choice is yours. It always has been, but now you understand the power you have. Now you have the tools to create real, lasting change in your life. So use them. Use them every day, every hour, every moment. Use them until your new story becomes your reality. Use them until you become the person you've always known deep down that you could be, because that person is already within you. That potential is already there. All you have to do is align with it, embody it, become it. And as you do, you'll find that life becomes an incredible adventure, an opportunity to explore the depths of who you are and what you're capable of, a chance to push beyond your perceived limits and discover the vastness of your true potential. You'll find that challenges become opportunities for growth, that obstacles become stepping stones, that setbacks become setups for comebacks. You'll discover a wellspring of creativity, of inspiration, of energy that you never knew you had. Because when you're aligned with your true self, when you're living your purpose, when you're being who you really are, life flows, energy flows, ideas flow, You'll find yourself doing things you never thought possible, achieving goals you once thought were out of reach, impacting people in ways you never imagined. And the beautiful thing is, as you transform yourself, you inspire others to do the same. Your energy, your example, your very being becomes a catalyst for change in the world around you. This is how we create real, lasting change in the world, not by trying to force others to change, but by changing ourselves, by being the change we wish to see in the world, as Gandhi so wisely said. So I invite you to join me on this journey of transformation, to step into your power, to claim your birthright as a creator of your reality, to become the hero of your own story. It won't always be easy. There will be times when you doubt yourself, when you want to give up, when you're tempted to fall back into your old patterns. That's okay. That's part of the process. Just remember why you started. Remember who you're becoming. Remember the vision of your future self that inspired you to begin this journey. And when you face those moments of doubt or difficulty, remember this: you are more powerful than you know. You are more capable than you believe. You have within you everything you need to create the life you desire. You just need to tap into it. You need to trust it. You need to allow it to express itself through you. So take a deep breath, center yourself in this moment, and make a decision to stop living in your past, a decision to stop limiting yourself based on what you think is possible, a decision to stop telling the same old story about your life. Instead, make a decision to live in the present, to expand your sense of what's possible, to tell a new story about who you are and what you're capable of. Make a decision to be the hero of your own life, to write your own script, to create your own reality, because you can. You have that power. You always have had that power. And now that you know it, now that you understand it, there's no going back. There's only forward into a future of your own making, into a life of your own design. So go forth, be bold, be brave, be the person you've always known you could be. The world is waiting for you. Your future is calling. Answer it, embrace it, become it. And remember, your life is not something that happens to you. It's something that happens through you. You are the creator, the director, the star of your own show. So make it a great one. Make it a story worth telling. Make it a life worth living. Because you can, because you must, because you will. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your life. Claim it, own it, live it, starting now. This is your moment to shine, to step into your greatness, to become who you were always meant to be. Don't let another second slip by living a life that's less than what you're capable of. You've spent enough time playing small, doubting yourself, holding back. It's time to unleash your full potential. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself someday? Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll write that book. Someday I'll travel the world. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll find true love. But here's the truth. Someday is not a day of the week. Someday never comes unless you make it today. So I'm asking you, what are you waiting for? What excuse are you using to keep yourself stuck? Are you waiting for the perfect moment, for all the stars to align, for someone to give you permission? Let me tell you something. There is no perfect moment. The stars will never fully align. And the only person who needs to give you permission is you. You see, most people live their lives on autopilot. They wake up, go through their daily routines, react to whatever life throws at them, and then go to sleep, only to repeat the same cycle tomorrow. They're not living. They're existing. They're not creating. They're consuming. They're not leading. They're following. But that's not you. Not anymore. Because you've made a decision to stop being a passive observer in your own life and start being an active creator, a decision to stop letting your past dictate your future and start shaping your destiny with your own hands. This decision is powerful. It's transformative. It's the moment when everything changes. Because when you truly decide to take control of your life, to live with purpose and intention, the universe conspires to help you. Doors start to open. Opportunities appear. Resources you never knew existed suddenly become available. But here's the key. You have to act on that decision. You have to back it up with action, because a decision without action is just a wish. And wishes don't change lives. Actions do. So what action are you going to take today? What step, no matter how small, can you take right now towards becoming the person you want to be? Maybe it's making that phone call you've been putting off. Maybe it's signing up for that class you've always wanted to take. Maybe it's having that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, do it. Do it now. And as you take that action, pay attention to how you feel. Notice the surge of energy, the sense of empowerment, the feeling of alignment that comes when you start moving in the direction of your dreams. That feeling is your compass. It's your inner guidance system telling you you're on the right track. Follow that feeling, chase it, let it guide you. Because the more you act in alignment with your true self, with your highest vision for your life, the more of that feeling you'll experience. And the more of that feeling you experience, the easier it becomes to keep taking action, to keep moving forward, to keep becoming more of who you really are. This is how you create momentum in your life. This is how you break free from old patterns and limiting beliefs. This is how you transform not just your actions, but your very being. Because remember, you're not just changing what you do, you're changing who you are. You're rewiring your brain, rewriting your subconscious programming, reshaping your very identity. And as you do this, you'll start to notice something amazing. The world around you will start to change. People will respond to you differently. Situations that used to stress you out will no longer have the same effect. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will suddenly appear within your grasp. This isn't magic. It's not some secret law of attraction. It's simply the result of you showing up differently in the world. When you change your inner state, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, you change the energy you're putting out into the world. And when you change that energy, you change what you attract and how you perceive the world around you. So I want you to start paying attention to your energy. Start noticing how you feel throughout the day. Are you operating from a place of fear or love, scarcity or abundance, reaction or creation? And when you notice that you're not in the state you want to be in, don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Simply pause, take a deep breath, and choose again. Choose to shift your focus. Choose to change your state. Choose to be the person you want to be in that moment. This is the practice. This is the work. And it's not always easy. There will be times when you slip back into old patterns, times when you forget and fall back into reaction mode. That's okay. It's part of the process. The key is to catch yourself quicker each time, to spend less and less time in those old states and more time in your new empowered state of being. And as you do this consistently, day after day, week after week, you'll start to notice a shift. Things that used to trigger you will lose their power. Challenges that used to overwhelm you will become opportunities for growth. Goals that once seemed impossible will start to feel inevitable, because you're no longer the same person you were when you started this journey. You're evolving, growing, becoming more of who you really are with each passing day. And here's the beautiful thing. There's no limit to this growth. There's no ceiling on your potential. You can keep evolving, keep expanding, keep becoming more for as long as you choose to. This is the adventure of life. This is what it means to be truly alive, not just existing, not just getting by, but fully engaging with life, embracing each moment as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become more. So I challenge you to embrace this adventure, to wake up each morning excited about the possibilities the day holds, to approach each situation, each interaction, each challenge as an opportunity to practice being your best self. And as you do, I want you to start dreaming bigger. Start expanding your vision of what's possible for your life. Because the truth is, most people's dreams are too small. They're limited by their past experiences, by what they think is realistic or achievable. But you're not most people, not anymore. You're someone who understands the power of your mind, the power of your energy, the power of your being. So dream big, dream bold, dream of a life so amazing it scares you a little. And then start living as if that dream is already your reality. Start making decisions from the perspective of that future you. Start taking actions aligned with that vision. Because here's the secret. You don't have to wait until you've achieved your dreams to be happy, to feel fulfilled, to live with purpose. You can choose to be that person now. You can choose to live from that state of being now. And when you do, when you align your current self with your future self, when you bridge that gap between who you are and who you want to be, that's when miracles happen. That's when synchronicities occur. That's when life becomes magical. So stop waiting for your life to begin. Stop postponing your happiness. Stop putting off your dreams. Your life is happening right now in this moment, and this moment is pregnant with infinite possibilities. What will you do with this moment? How will you use it? What will you create? The choice is yours. It always has been. But now you know, now you understand the power you hold. Now you have the tools to create real, lasting change in your life. So use them. Use them with intention. Use them with purpose. Use them with love, because you are here for a reason. You have gifts to share, a purpose to fulfill, a unique contribution to make to the world. And the world needs you. The world needs your gifts, your passion, your energy. Don't hold back. Don't play small. Don't settle for less than you're capable of. Step into your power. Claim your greatness. Live your purpose. Because this is your moment. This is your time. This is your life. And it's waiting for you to make it extraordinary. So what are you waiting for? The time is now. The place is here, and you are ready. Take that first step. Make that decision. Commit to your dreams. And watch as the universe moves to support you. Watch as doors open, as opportunities appear, as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Because when you commit to living your best life, when you align with your highest self, when you show up fully in each moment, you become a force of nature, unstoppable, unshakable, unlimited. This is your birthright. This is your destiny. This is your truth. Embrace it. Live it. Be it. Starting now, right here in this moment, because this moment is all you ever have. And this moment is all you ever need. So make it count. Make it matter. Make it magnificent. Your future self is watching. Your future self is cheering you on. Your future self knows what you're capable of. Be that person now. Feel what they feel. Think what they think. Do what they would do. And watch as your reality shifts to match your new vibration, your new energy, your new way of being. This is how you create lasting change. This is how you transform your life. This is how you become the hero of your own story. So write that story. Live that story. Be that story. Because you are the author of your life. You are the creator of your reality. You are the master of your destiny. And your masterpiece is waiting to be created. So create it with every thought, every word, every action. Create a life so beautiful, so inspiring, so fulfilling that it takes your breath away. Because you can, because you must, because you will. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your life. Claim it. Own it. Live it. Starting now and continuing every moment thereafter for the rest of your life. Because life is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real thing. This is your one precious life. Make it extraordinary. Make it count. Make it yours. The power is in your hands. The choice is yours. What will you do with it? The world is waiting for your answer. And so are you. So answer with everything you've got. Answer with your whole being. Answer with love, with passion, with purpose. Answer in a way that lights you up and inspires others. Answer in a way that makes you proud to be alive. Because that's why you're here. That's why you were born. To live fully. To love deeply, to make a difference. So go forth and do just that. Starting now. Right here. In this moment. This precious, perfect, powerful moment. Your moment. Seize it. Embrace it. Live it. Now and always. Feel the energy coursing through your veins. Feel the potential bubbling up inside you. Feel the power of this moment right here, right now. You are alive. You are awake. You are aware. In this awareness lies your greatest strength. Because when you're truly aware, truly present, you realize that you have a choice in how you respond to life, a choice in how you show up in each moment, a choice in who you become. So choose wisely. Choose consciously. Choose to be the best version of yourself in every moment. Don't wait for someday. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Don't wait for someone else to give you permission. The time is now. The place is here and you are ready. You are ready to step into your power, ready to claim your greatness, ready to live your purpose. Because that's why you're here. That's why you were born, to express your unique gifts, to share your light with the world, to make a difference in your own special way. But you can't do that if you're constantly rehashing your past. You can't do that if you're always focusing on what's wrong, what's missing, what's not working. Instead, focus on what's right. Focus on what's possible. Focus on what you can create because you are a creator. You are a force of nature. You are a miracle in motion. And every moment's an opportunity to create in you, to reinvent yourself, to step into a higher version of who you are. So who will you be in this moment? What will you create? How will you show up? Will you shrink back in fear or will you step forward in courage? Will you play small or will you shine bright? Will you settle for less or will you reach for more? The choice is yours. It always has been. But now you know, now you understand the power you hold. So use it. Use it wisely. Use it consciously. Use it to create a life that lights you up and inspires others. Because when you live from your highest self, when you align with your true purpose, you become a beacon of light in the world. You inspire others to do the same. You create a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond yourself. This is how we change the world, not by trying to fix everything out there, but by transforming ourselves from within, by being the change we wish to see in the world. So I challenge you to be that change, to live with such passion, such purpose, such presence that you inspire everyone around you to step up their game. Don't hold back. Don't play safe. Don't settle for mediocrity. Push your boundaries. Expand your comfort zone. Dare to dream bigger than you ever have before, because you are capable of so much more than you realize. You have strengths you haven't tapped into, talents you haven't explored, potential you haven't unleashed. It's time to unleash it all. It's time to let your light shine in full force. No more dimming your brilliance to make others comfortable. No more playing small to fit in. No more hiding your gifts out of fear of judgment. It's time to stand tall in your truth, to speak your mind with conviction, to live your values with unwavering commitment. Because when you do, when you show up fully as yourself, you give others permission to do the same. You create a space of authenticity and aliveness that's magnetic. People are drawn to those who are fully alive, fully present, fully themselves. They're inspired by those who dare to live boldly, to dream big, to make a difference. So be that person, be that inspiration, be that catalyst for change. Not someday in the future, but right now, in this moment, in every moment, because life is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real thing. This is your one precious life. So live it fully, live it passionately, live it purposefully. Create a life so beautiful, so inspiring, so fulfilling that at the end of your days, you can look back with a smile and say, I lived, I loved, I made a difference. Because you can, because you must, because you will. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your life.